Integration is one of the topics which is easier to understand because you just need to follow the rules. If you're new to integration, this is what it means. What I've circled here is an integral symbol. It looks like a snake, right? But it is just an operator. It is the one that tells you what to do. Okay, and the next thing that you need to understand is the dx. So the dx here means with respect to x. So you are integrating this function with respect to x, depending on the variable that is there. So if I write 3yx, and if I'm integrating with respect to x, it means I keep 3 and y as constants, right? They are not affected. So let us go ahead and see what this happens. So let me write this integral, and I want to particularly write the coefficient on x, right, on 2. I write 2x to the power 0 for a simple reason which I will show you why I wrote like that. The next thing I want to show you the rule which is called the power rule that we use to integrate polynomials. So if you are raised to the power n, you just increase your power by 1, your exponent by 1, and divide throughout the whole expression or the expression by the new exponent, right? So the new exponent is n plus 1, I divide through by n plus 1. Then I add the constant of integration, right? Easy life, guys. So let us go ahead and do this integration. So 9x, you can see that on exponent you have 2, so I just add 1, then I divide by 2 plus 1, right? Because the new exponent 2 plus 1, which is 3, of course. Then I have 3x, x is always to the power 1, right? There is no exponent, it's the power 1, so I add 1. Then we divide by 1 plus 1, right, which is just a 2. Okay, then let us go ahead and add 2x. So you've seen the 0 there, it was there for a reason because we're adding 1 to 0 and we're dividing through by 0 plus 1. Okay, then we go ahead and add our c, that is the constant of integration. So when we do the evaluation in the denominators, we get a 3, a 2, and a 1, right? So that's just 2x then plus a c. That's it, guys. Very simple. So this is what we get, right? So let's go ahead and simplify 9 over 3, which is just 3x to the power 3, then minus. I leave the 3 over 2 the way it is. So that is how we do integration, guys. Okay? So now that we know how to integrate, we just want to add a little bit of some spice, right? Let us add some limits. So we're integrating this expression, with respect to x from 0 to 1. So in the previous problem, we found our, when we integrated, we obtained 3x to the power 3 minus 3 over 2 x squared plus 2x, right? So in this case, we are not going to add that constant of integration. Why? Because we have the limits. So we just write this in square brackets and then I put the limit from 0 to 1. The next thing is to evaluate this new polynomial at 1, find the answer, then do the same at 0 and find the answer. So I just plug in, right? I just plug in 1. So we have this expression here plugged in 1, and then we do the same when you plug in 0. So when you plug in 0, you can see that this expression has x everywhere, so it is just going to be 0, okay? It is just going to be 0. So I just subtract 0, okay? Then let us go ahead and, simplify this. So in the first parenthesis, we have 3, that is 1 to the power 1, it is just 1. So I don't write anything, right? So I just have 3 minus 3 over 2 plus 2, okay? Then let me make the denominator to be the same. So in the first one, I multiply by 2 over 2, and the last one, I multiply by 2 over 2 again. Now that the denominators are the same, we can just add the numerators. So we have 6 minus 3, then minus 2 multiplied by 2 is a 4 divided by 2. So 6 minus 3 plus 4 is just 7 over 2. So the value of this integral when we evaluate from 0 to 1 is 7 over 2.